That's locked in there. See the rain coming right on it. All right, there's a moment of truth. Uh-oh. Yeah. See, there's the full mark. I believe that was way up there. Yeah. All right. Yeah, thanks. 2 inches over full. Probably have some water right on the bottom. Yuck. Oh yeah, we on oil now. It's right in there, it gets fast. Alright. Well, well, it did last time. There it went. I was gonna stop. I was. I knew better. I knew it didn't take that much. All right, I got the battery hooked up. It's been a week. Don't know if it's helped any or not with the, but we're gonna see. Y'all gonna get to see it like me. It did. Look at there. Look at that. I love it when a plan comes together. Oh, I spoke too soon. We really got some coming out on the other side of the not too bad stuff. Look at it coming out of there. Pretty, ain't it? All right, this is a few days later. I'm back. What I was doing was I was going to show you. I got all these injectors unstuck, and I found another one to replace the one that had the broken spring. I don't know what I did with the one with broken spring. I'll grab it in a minute, but I'm going to put these injectors back in, get everything hooked up, and see if we can get this thing to start. This is the injector I picked up to replace the other one. I don't know what I did with it. No, this is it right here. Yep, you can see the spring right there broke on the bottom. I got it started. All right, on to the next ones. All right, I got the injectors in, the lifters on there. I guess that's what you call them. The fuel rack back down, bolted down. Now I'm just gonna take the air gun. I've got enough air in my air tank, I think, just to tighten them up to save me a few steps. And then I'll tighten them up with a socket. That one right there ain't good already. Better than turning that socket that many times. Those that air gun tightened it up pretty good. I didn't have to just snug it, but now those it was tight. I don't know the foot pounds that takes, but this is going to be for sale, and probably the most desirable piece will be this engine if it runs good. So whoever buys it, I'm going to show them the video. If they don't buy it off this video, if they buy it somewhere else, they'll know what I done, and then go back in here and they can set the adjustments here on the head, and satisfy themselves. That's what I would do. But anyway, I got the rocker arms tight, the fuel rails tight. It's free up. You can turn it. I'm gonna put these fuel lines, these fuel lines back on there. It would have been easy to put those fuel lines off without the rack on, but the fuel rack on. But anyway, I got all those fuel lines hooked up, got everything tightened up. It would have been easy to put the fuel lines on without the rack being on, but I got it. That's about 2 hours is what it took me to do this, get everything hooked up. I'm gonna go over here now and check the fuel. Got the batteries hooked up. Well, it's got fuel in it. It ain't pretty, but it's got fuel. Definitely ain't pretty. Oh, this thing's been sitting here a long time. I had to, well, they painted the engine since since these filters has changed. Used to be yeller. Boy, howdy. That thing was, well, I see a little red tint in this one. It didn't look as bad as that other one. Well, these things hold half a gallon. Yeah, probably not that much, but hold quite a bit. All right. Well, I got to change that. That ain't a lot of fuel in there, but a little bit of help. Maybe it takes a lot. white smoke. All right, I got my little old pump hooked up, fuel, jumper kit, jump starter kit. Honestly, that's getting a little bit tighter. I loosen that line right there. White smokes. Get some white smoke. A lot of white smoke over there. All right. Now I can't see my. Oh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. When it got that ether, didn't it? I can't get my. Well, here you go. What made me think about it was it's just like it would have just a little bit of air, maybe fire, and then not have enough to do what it really needed to do. And I looked in there before I turned it over, and there wasn't a rat's nest in there, so I wasn't worried about it, but I didn't stick my hand all the way in there at the top of the blowers. Yeah. Oh, I got to go get a hammer. Well, this is one of those wrench times. But as I was having time to think about, I remember seeing that ether, like, you know, I know it wasn't exhaust coming back out of there, but it wasn't sucking it in there. As I was, ooh, that thing rested good right there. Didn't even go to the bottom. And I got to thinking, as I was doing this, where the air wasn't sucking in there. And it was probably, when I let it sit up a minute, it probably letting enough just seep by there. But we're about to open it up and see. There's a wasp. Oh, Lord, have mercy. Ooh, that's a hot. My, oh my, what a mess. Look at that, dirt daubers. I guess that's dirt daubers, mud daubers. Those four wasn't bad to get out. Well, maybe there's more. Oh boy. Well, there it is. And I didn't help by pouring that stuff down in there either. Oh my gosh. All right. Up at one time. Blowers are not turning. You think that's the problem? Not getting any air. Oh boy, all right. Well, that's the good thing. It wants to, don't it? Look at that. Well, look at them things right there. Never seen them till this morning. Well, that wasn't a foam kind. That just hit them. Little. Well, that ain't so little. When you trip that on the emergency kill, that flap fits right here and kills the air. If you hadn't ever seen that before, there it is. I'll bring y'all back when I get it off. Y'all may have fogged up. Humidity is bad here this morning. I think it's gonna rain. You know, YouTube helps a lot of times understand how something's taken off and works and all that. So I can YouTube it. I did YouTube it, decided to get these blowers off, but hopefully something's got it fouled right here and it'll be an easy fix to try to get some air into the, I think. But hopefully we'll find out here in just a second. This is absolutely a pain. Well, could be a problem. Pieces start falling out. Could be a problem. Yeah. That's probably what was seized up. Now here's the issue, is they got too long of bolts in here to be getting past this. Alright, well, you can see here the blower shaft broke. Blowers are seized up, and I guess that's the fail-safe. I'm not so sure that I'm going to tackle taking the blowers out and getting them freed up. I don't know if there's a way to do it on the machine. Not sure. I'll get online and find out, I guess. Hey, thank y'all for watching. They ain't all winners. Remember, don't